Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scotty's Side. Thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate it. I got a video here from Rachel Sloan, divorce coach for men. We're losing our men and no one wants to talk about why. So, a female divorce coach, huh? I've not seen this. So, we'll see.
We're
Here we
setting
go.
men up to fail in relationships, and frankly, they're getting sick of it. We are losing men, and people are not talking enough about why this is happening. Men are set up to fail in their relationships from the very beginning. As a divorce coach, I see hundreds of men going through this, and I know that there are thousands and thousands more who are suffering from this. Here's what happens. When a man is a little boy, from the time he's very, very young, he's taught what he needs to do to be accepted, to be loved, and to get a girl. Right? And what is he taught? Well, he's taught he needs to be a man. Right? He needs to be tough. He needs to be strong. He needs to be a rock. He's told not to cry. He's told not to be a sissy. He's told not to be a wuss. Right? I have so many men that I work with who tell me these wild stories about being like sent back out on the soccer field with a broken finger, right? Or somebody literally saying, well, just rub some dirt in it. You'll be fine. Nobody says these things to little girls. This is only said to little boys. Men learn to believe from a very young age that they need to be strong and stoic and not show emotion, not show fear, not show grief if they want to be accepted and loved. And if they do show fear or grief, then they're a wuss. They're going to be rejected. They're going to be teased. They're going to be bullied. So they get really, really good at suppressing their emotions and being tough and stoic and getting on with it anyway and ignoring their pain. And then they get into a relationship. They do get the girl. And then all of a sudden the tables are turned on them. In the relationship, the woman is expecting him to be emotionally available, to understand how to be present with her emotion and to be with her in her grief instead of trying to fix it.
Yeah, so, okay. I just made a video recently about how being stoic is good. And now here she is saying that stoicism is negative in a certain way. So already here's a female who doesn't understand. And I'm pretty sure in that video I said, like, you're going to be sad, you're going to be angry, disappointed, maybe not those exact words, but to keep it under control. Because it's not about, what society thinks or how they're going to react or what we think. We don't care about what society feels about us or whatever. It's about maintaining our own control so that we can maintain a good life and a good outcome. That's what the stoicism is about. And it's okay to have fear, like she said, and all this kind of stuff. But she's already going into this like, you get in a relationship and the female expects all this stuff to be emotionally available, while the female is not emotionally stable, emotionally there. And we are expected to do all the work, and this is the problem. And already she seems to be out of touch. So let's keep
She
going.
expects him to pick up on all the subtle signs of when she doesn't feel good or when
Right.
she's happy or when she isn't or what she needs.
Right.
She expects him to have this huge scope of emotional sensitivity and emotional intelligence when the messaging he's been getting, what he's learned his entire life up to this point, is that if he pays any attention to emotions, no one's going to love him or care about him or even like him. And then he's in the relationship and now he's all of a sudden expected to be this emotionally aware, emotionally sensitive guy. It's really unfair, the position that men are being put in with these clashing expectations. A couple of weeks
I'll
ago,
agree
I
there.
was at a coaching conference and it was wonderful, but it was really interesting because most of the other coaches there were women. And the vast majority of those women worked with other women. And they kept asking me, they're like, Rachel, what you do is fascinating. Like, why do you work with men? Because in my work, I'm a woman coaching only divorced men. I don't work with women at all. These women were like, whoa, tell me about this. What is this about? And I said, well, I do it because there's a need for it. When I started coaching, I was coaching women too, but a couple of men came into my coaching practice and the things that they were telling me were just so shocking. These men were in so much pain.
Of course.
They really believed that there was something horribly wrong with them because they were going through a divorce, because their wives were angry with them, because they didn't want them anymore. I have had more than one man say to me, Rachel, be honest with me. Do you think it's possible that I'm just a monster? Because what's happening to these men is they're really set up for failure. Right? They came into the relationship, they did all the right things to be tough, to be a man, to be strong, to suppress what they felt, to not show weakness, to not show pain, to go to work hard, to sacrifice. And then they get in this relationship, and this person that they love more than anything, that they would do anything for, is telling them that they're a narcissist, that they're controlling, that they're abusive, all of these horrible things. And these men look at themselves and they go, oh my gosh, maybe it's true. Right? Maybe I don't have empathy. Maybe I'm not emotionally sensitive or aware. I didn't even realize that I was raising my voice or I was yelling, but she keeps telling me I am. Right? And they start to believe and internalize that there's something wrong with them. Right? And that's what I was seeing in all of these men that I was working with in the early stages before I committed to only working with men. And what I realized was that there wasn't any information out there telling these men what was really going on. Right? You're not a narcissist. You're not controlling. You're not abusive. You may have behaved in controlling ways. You may have even behaved in abusive ways. But it is not because there is something inherently wrong or broken or bad in you. It's just because your entire life, up until the point of being in this relationship, you were told that you had to be emotionally insensitive if you wanted love, if you wanted.
And how were the women, how were the females raised? Right? You're a princess. You deserve princess treatment. You deserve the whole world. You deserve the best of the best of the best. And a man should be on his knees groveling that you are in a relationship with him, that you're giving him anything, that you're even giving him a whiff of your pussy farts. He should be so fucking grateful because you are the prize. Disney fairy tale. This is what they're told. But nobody talks about that. It's still always been about the man. Even what she's doing right now, she doesn't even realize it. Now, she's right. We're told all these things of how to act like a man. But she's not going to the actual, because it's not, guys aren't broken. This is how we are. The way that women are acting is unnatural and bad. That's the root we need to get to. It's not about the guys. It's the fucking entitled bitch ass women. Bitch ass fucking females that they're told from the beginning of their lives that they're the best thing ever. You should never settle for nothing. But again, it's all about the guys.
Wanted acceptance, if you wanted other men to like and respect you, if you wanted women to love and want to be with you. And this is what made me transition as a coach into working with men. Because I looked around and I realized there's all kinds of coaching out there for women, helping us learn how to deal with our emotions and understand them and work more effectively and be leaders of our own emotional experiences. But that's not what's being taught to men. Right? Men are going through divorce. Men are going through these devastating breakups. And what kind of coaching are they getting? They're getting so much of this, be a man, be an alpha, suck it up, be a better leader. You have to lead the way for her. She needs you to be rich and handsome and strong in all of these ways. They're getting that same messaging that they've been getting since they were little kids. And often it's coming from other men who genuinely believe that that is the only way to get any kind of love or respect or acceptance or admiration. But it's not. It's actually the very thing that set you up to fail in your relationship. Because to do that, to lead in that way, to be that kind of alpha male, you have to dismiss, disregard, and completely desensitize yourself to everything that you feel. And if you are totally unaware of your own emotions, if you have pushed them so far down that you don't notice when your voice is raised, or if other people are reacting to you and they think that you're scary or that you're angry when really you think you're sad or you're anxious or afraid, that's a sign that you're really disconnected from your emotions. Not because there's something wrong with you, but because you did your job. You did exactly what you were told to do. You did it so well. But now it's put this huge wedge between you and the people you love.
Bullshit. No, this is bullshit. This is, wow. See, she's still blaming it on the man. She's still putting it all on the man. Oh, you raised your voice. Well, maybe the bitch should have listened. Why is he getting to that point where he has to raise his voice? Why is he getting there? Why is he being pushed, shoved, poked and prodded so much that he gets to that point? Because the fucking female doesn't know her place and doesn't shut the fuck up. That might be one of the reasons. There could be multiple other reasons. See, she is still putting it on the men when it is the women with the problems that poke and prod nag, just needling you all through your relationship. What's that? Death by a thousand cuts kind of thing? That's what I hear going on with this. It's not the men. Lady, you're way off. You're just. God damn it. This is why I don't think females should be coaching men in anything. She's so wrong. She's still thinking like a girl. Men are not females. Men are not women. Stop it. Stop it. I'm done with this. I'll still link her video if you guys want to check it out. But this is, Jesus Christ. All right, we'll look at some of the comments. Until the courts stop rewarding women for no-fault divorce, nothing changes. Yep. Society doesn't want to talk about it because it would ruin the narrative. Over and out. Yeah. You forgot to mention that in a relationship, when a man does start to open up, be sensitive and vulnerable, women then use those vulnerabilities against them. Beautifully said. They weaponize the tender spots of a man to hurt him intentionally. Women need a reality check. This is awesome. See, I'm glad that these comments are putting her in her place. You know, this is fucking awesome. This is, man. Women don't say what they mean or what they say. Women don't care about your emotions. They are only sensitive to what affects them. Boom. Men in general do not want to get involved because of the divorce laws. See, these are, fuck yeah. These comments are based. I love it. Yeah, she's just completely wrong. She still sees it from a female perspective. That's all they can do, guys. See, they can't understand. They won't get it. She thinks she's seeing it from a guy's point of view, but she's completely wrong. She's totally off, as per usual. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, please. Also like, share, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, guys. All right. Take care of each other. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. Bye.